Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with, yes, Pierre Boulez conducts Schoenberg again and again and again. This stuff's been issued and reissued and reissued, and this is the latest reissue. And this is fascinating. I'll tell you why. Because we've already seen this thing, and I think we've even talked about it, actually. This is the 11 CD Boulez conducts Schoenberg thing. And this has, and this is the cool thing, 13 CDs. Now, why is that significant? It's significant because Schoenberg had a terror of the number 13. He had triskaidekaphobia, fear of the number 13. And, he changed the spelling of Moses and Aaron so it wouldn't have 13 letters. And he died at like 13 minutes past 13 o'clock on the 13th, and I don't know. Anyway, the bottom line is it was a justified fear, and so it's ironic that this latest reissue has 13 CDs instead of 11. But the real question is, if you already have this, should you get this? What's the difference? So in real time, we're going to compare, because I just feel that as a public service, it's the very least I can do. I mean, especially since I've had to listen to the damn thing. So we're not going to talk about Schoenberg as Schoenberg. We all know who he is. And, those of you who don't, well, get ready. He was a fascinating figure, really was. And a wonderful composer in many ways, but everything he wrote is difficult. He was a tough guy, and his music, even whether it's tonal or atonal or 12-tone or whatever, is tough stuff. So let's see. Pierre Boulez wrote an essay, Schoenberg the Unloved. It must be admitted that Schoenberg inspires more respect than affection. That's true. His disciples' admiration was unlimited, uncontrolled, in fact. The feelings of his opponents, the hatred of what he stood for, were no less excessive. That's actually true. So that's a very interesting essay. I mean, you can read the rest of it yourself if you buy the box. Let's see what's in here. Are any of these things similar? Oh, gosh, no, of course not. Well, at least it's sort of original jackets. So there. This has a booklet, and the booklet is actually very convenient because it tells me what's in here, and this is just like in these clumpy things. They're all the same, so it's going to be a little complicated. So let's start. Let's use the booklet as a guide and see if what's in the earlier box all shows up in this one, and if they've just stretched it out to 2 more CDs. But you do get original jackets, which is really nice. Here's Gurre-Lieder, for example. So let's see. Discs 1 and 2 here are Gurre-Lieder, as I've said. It's an okay Gurre-Lieder. It's not the best, but it has a very good cast. Jess Thomas, Marita Napier, Yvonne Minton, Sigmund Nimsgren. It's a little bit sluggish and sloppy. The funny thing about Boulez is that he had a reputation for being like a strict disciplinarian and all that stuff, and he was once he learned how to conduct. But at this point, with the BBC Symphony, he was sort of learning his trade, and so they got away with stuff. It's true of his Bartók, too. Like his music for strings, percussion, and celesta. Later on, as orchestras got better, and he got better, he was able to impose his will a little bit more effectively, or less effectively, interpretively, depending on how you look at it, right? So there's Gurre-Lieder. So now let's find Gurre-Lieder in this pile of stuff. All right, so here's Gurre-Lieder. And as I suspected, the Gurre-Lieder in this set, which is CDs 7 and 8, also contains the 4 orchestral songs, Opus 22. So remember that. Yeah, right. Okay. All right. So we need to find the 4 orchestral songs, Opus 22, in here and see where they turn up. So let's just take a look here. Oh, I see what they've done. Yeah, they've just stretched it out, I think, to be honest with you, but maybe not. Let's take a look. 4 orchestral songs, Opus 22. Okay, they're on CD 10 of this pile. All right, so that's Gurre-Lieder. Then after Gurre-Lieder, we get Moses and Aaron. Now, Moses and Aaron is 2 discs. 2 discs here. So wait a minute. Let me make sure I have this right. Yeah, 2 discs. So let's take a look at Moses and Aaron. Here's Moses and Aaron. Is that all that we get? CDs 3 and 4. Yes, CDs 3 and 4 is Moses and Aaron, and that's all. So now let's look here and see what happens. And here's Moses and Aaron, and it's coupled with the Second Chamber Symphony. So you see where this is going? And it's actually CDs 10 and 11, the last 2 discs. So I don't have to take them out of order. I can put them back there. So that's very cool. Now, where is the Chamber Symphony number 2? We have to find that in this collection. And as we are browsing through here, we get Chamber Symphonies 1 and 2 on CD 10, along with the 4 orchestral songs. Okay, so that's that. So that's fine. So okay, so we did Gurre-Lieder. Here was Gurre-Lieder, and we did Moses and Aaron. And let's do this CD here. This is number 9 in this set. It's got the Jakobsleiter and the Chamber Symphony number 1 and the Begleitmusik zu einer Lichtspielszene, the accompaniment to a cinematographic scene. In other words, it's a piece of film music. All right, so that's what's in here. Now, Jakobsleiter is also, I think, on CD 10 or somewhere around there. I mean, I just saw it here. Let's see, Serenade, Lied of the Wald. Okay, there's Jakobsleiter. No, it's coupled with Erwartung in this particular, in this new set. And, oh yeah, this is killing me. Verklärte Nacht, Friedhof Kol-Nidra, 2 cannons, 4 pieces, 6 pieces, pieces of pieces. Okay, so that's that. What else were we looking at? I don't even remember. This was CD 9, right? Oh, Chamber Symphony number 1. Yeah, that was on there. And the accompaniment to a cinematographic sketch. Where the hell is that in here? I have no idea. Oh, boy. This is really going to be difficult. No. It's back here somewhere. CD 4, maybe. Did they leave it out? Pierrot Lunaire. Yeah, variations. Oh, no, here it is. On CD 7. Okay. So we've now covered, let's see, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 in this box, all of which is here. And then we've got to start over again with the Suite, Verklärte Nacht, 3 pieces for chamber orchestra. That's in here. I just saw those. The Serenade, 5 pieces for orchestra, the Ode to Napoleon Bonaparte. That's in here. Die Glückliche Hand, variations for orchestra, Verklärte Nacht for string orchestra. Both versions. Let's make sure we get both versions, shall we? Because I know lots of people like Verklärte Nacht, and if you want to be transfigured, then you're going to want both versions. So there's Verklärte Nacht for string orchestra, and let's see if we find the sextet version. There's the Serenade, Erwartung. Okay, so that's with Janice Martin. That's coming. And let's see the chamber version. Yes, there it is. Sextet. Okay, so the sextet version and the Suite and the Serenade. Okay, so that's all there. And then we have, let's see, what else did we look at? Die Glückliche Hand. Yeah, I saw that there. Erwartung, Pierrot Lunaire, and the Song of the Wood Dove with Jesse Norman. Remember that? That's in here. Frieda auf Erden, Kol-Nidra, folk songs and canons. And then the 4 pieces, 3 satires, 6 pieces, A Survivor from Warsaw, and more. These are little sniglet things, the 2 cannons and all that stuff. So let's see. I think all that's in here. So the bottom line is, let me just make a quick, here's Kol-Nidra, there's Frieda auf Erden, the 2 cannons, okay, 3 German folk songs, 4 pieces, 3 satires, 6 pieces, the songs and choral works. Yes, that's there. Okay, so the bottom line, I think it's safe to say that the 11-disc set, what was formerly the 11-disc set, in a singular act of Schoenbergian irony, has been expanded to 13 discs in here. So it'll cost a little more. So if you have this, you don't need this. I think I've basically covered it. I may have missed some little sniglet or something. I don't think so, though. It's basically the same stuff, and they've spread it out. You do get a booklet here. This has nothing. You don't get texts and translations here either, but you do get a nice little booklet with that Boulez essay. You do get the track listings here, which is handy than having to scroll through 11 discs and look at the back of the tray cards and see what's on them. It's a much more convenient package. You get original jackets. I don't know if that matters. It doesn't to me, but to some people it does. So if you don't have this, you should get this. However, if this is still out there and it's really, really cheap compared to this, then get this. Those are your options. I think we're making this clear, right? That's the deal. I mean, it's nice that they repackaged it. They repackaged this. They did a Schoenberg double feature because I've covered this with the string quartets, with the Juilliard quartet here. A beautiful, beautiful box. So it's your call. It's the same stuff. It's just packaged slightly differently and more artistically, and really probably the way they should have done it in the first place. None of these CDs are really shorting you. I mean, they're well-filled discs for the most part. And the performance is, well, it's Boulez. Like I said, they're not as clean as they got later, but he certainly knew the music, and he's a reliable guide to it. He's got the orchestras doing about as well as they could under the circumstances. They're earlier recordings mostly from the 70s. I think it's extremely admirable that Sony allowed this to happen, that gave so much time and attention to a composer who, like Boulez said, I mean, tends not to be that popular. He's a difficult guy, but he wrote really terrific music. Challenging, yes, but rewarding as well. So there you have it, my friends. Keep on listening. Thanks for joining me, and have some fun with Schoenberg. Oh, wait a minute. Or with Schoenberg. Take care.